What's up, my Central Units? It's the Central Man here. So this is my predictions for AEW's Revolution 2022. This is the first AEW Revolution pay-per-view with the fans since the first Revolution show in 2020. Last year's Revolution show haven't got the fans because during the pandemic. Anyway, so we got about this show is stacked. I'm talking about AEW's Revolution 2022. It's a stacked show, a stacked card. We got about 11 matches on the show, 2 on the pre-show. They call it the buy-in. The nitpick about today's wrestling pay-per-views, not just in WWE but in AEW, they cram a lot of people on one show. It's just like they're trying to make the shows a bit longer, like 3 to 4 hours. That is so long. I think like back in like the 90s and the 2000s, maybe a bit of the 2010s, it used to be like 2.5 hours. Now it's just like 3 hours to 4 hours. Jesus Christ, man. I wish they just like trim the card a little bit shorter to do. I think this show, AEW Revolution, I'm guessing this is like I don't think it's going to be a 4-hour show. That'd be like, it'd be a fucking chore to watch. I'm not saying AEW sucked. I'm just saying it'd be so boring to watch a show for 4 hours, But I think my gut instinct it's gonna be a 3-hour show. Anyway, so let's predict the buy-in matches. So I'm gonna keep it short and simple, folks. The first match in the buy-in, we got Hook taking on QT Marshall. Hook is the son of Taz. I think Hook is going to win. I've never seen Hook's matches, to be honest with you. Never seen a Hook match. I heard that Hook is good. They pushing this kid, not right to the moon, but for the future. I don't know how his Hook is. I'm gonna look on the Wikipedia page. He is 22, 23 in May. So yeah, he's young. He's got a good career. QT Marshall, he's very mediocre, he kind of it was very funny, like last year he's feuding with Cody Rhodes and then they did nothing. He's part of the Nightmare family and then he's part of the Factory with Anthony Ogogo. It's just like, I don't know. And we never saw Anthony Ogogo ever since, and also with Nick Comoroto and Aaron Solo. I don't know. That's another topic for another time. So like I said, I predict Hook defeating QT Marshall. So the final match in the buy-in, we got Chris Statlander taking on Leia Hirsch. I'm guessing I'm predicting Chris Statlander getting the victory over Leia Hirsch. I think Leia Hirsch is gonna get buried. I don't know much about her. I've seen bits and pieces, I think the reason why I say buried because of the situation in Ukraine, the Russian invasion. Like, I don't know, like around the world, they sanctioned a lot of people, like Russian business owners and Russian businesses had nothing to do with the whole world. I don't know. Don't know about Leia Hirsch. Hope she's not get buried. I know I think she appeared mostly on like some episodes of Dynamite and Rampage. And mostly on Dark, For Chris Statlander, I kind of like her gimmick, Her gimmick is like, she's kind of like doing the whole alien thing, It's like, I think she needs to win. Like, most of the time, she end up losing. I'm talking about losing on pay-per-view matches. Like, most of the time in the AEW Women's title picture, she lost to Nyla Rose. And then I think it was at All Out. She lost to Britt Baker. But, she's a good worker, Chris Statlander, I don't see Leia Hirsch winning, so I'm going to recap the buy-in predictions. I predict Hook defeating QT Marshall and Chris Statlander defeating Leia Hirsch. So, on to the main show matches. So, this is likely to be 9 matches. I'm guessing it's still going to be a 3-hour show. If they did a 4-hour show, Jesus fucking Christ, man. I don't hate. I have to bash AEW somehow. If they do stupid shit. You can't just like sugarcoat a promotion. Yeah, I like AEW, but sometimes they can do some stupid shit. like WWE. It's better than WWE. But I'm just saying, like, if they do stupid shit, you have to give them a bollocking. Anyway, so let's put it the first match on the main show. And this is for the AEW TBS Championship. Jade Cargill defending the belt against Ty Conte. I'm gonna go with Jade Cargill. I like Jade Cargill, to be honest. I like she's very marketable. She's very attractive. And yeah, she defeat Ruby Suho for the title. I heard she defeated like Ruby Suho and Thunder Rosa to in her title defense. Yeah, maybe Jade is alright. I'm not saying she's botchy. She's not fantastic. You don't have to be a fantastic person to be a great wrestler. She is good. I don't see her dropping the belt. She's gonna drop the title anyway, like in the distant future. I don't think she's gonna have a lengthy reign. I'm not saying she's gonna have a lengthy reign, like a 1-year reign or 2-year reign. I think she'll probably hold the belt until probably April or May. Probably maybe at the next AEW pay-per-view, that's Double or Nothing, in Las Vegas. Not at the MGM Grand. Anyway, so Taya Conte, man, I think I don't see her winning it, because she lost the last pay-per-view match. That was against Britt Baker for the AEW Women's title at Full Gear. So yeah, I don't think it'll really hurt her for a little bit, but it'll be shocked if Ty Conti defeat Jade Cargill, but it's unlikely. So the next match, why they put this in the actual show beats me. So this is a 6-man tornado tag team match. We got AHFO, that is Andrade El Dolo. I'm gonna call him Andrade, man. Teaming up with Matt Hardy and Isaiah Cassidy, one half of the Private Party, taking on the TNT champion Sammy Guevara, Sting, and Darby Allin. This is an easy prediction, a quick one. I put my money on Sammy, Sting, and Darby getting the victory over Andrade, Matt Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy. Why they put this in this pay-per-view beats me. I feel like it's a match you probably see on Dynamite. That's just me, that's my opinion. But, yeah, Matt Hardy, wow, he's been falling off grace, man. The whole big money Matt, that's not going to plan. I wish he'd just go back being plain old Matt Hardy or broken Matt Hardy. I guarantee, hope they bring Jeff Hardy into AEW to have one more run, the Hardy Boys, but that's on maybe, I don't know. So let's move on to the next match. So the next match, this is a 3-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Yeah, we got the Jurassic Express defending the belts against the Young Bucks. That is Matt and Nick Jackson. And the Red Dragons, that is Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, former Undisputed Era. The Red Dragons, yeah, they can't use Undisputed because that is WWE's name. I wish they were Undisputed Era, but that's just me. So they're the Red Dragons. So I don't see O'Reilly and Fish getting the victory. I think it's likely Jungle Express getting the victory over Fish and O'Reilly and the Young Bucks. The Bucks already been tag team champions. I don't want to see them like holding the belt much longer. I think Jurassic Express's reign. I think they're gonna drop the belt sooner rather than later. I think the next rivalry, in my opinion, has to be Jungle Express versus the Red Dragons. I can see the Red Dragons. It'd be really cool to have the Red Dragons winning on the show, and then we'll get to Ann and Cole in the main event. The Undisputed Era holding the belts. I'll call them the Undisputed Era, but the Red Dragons. That is stupid, man. Just call it the Undisputed, in my opinion. But I predict the Jungle Express retaining the tag team titles over the Young Bucks and the Red Dragons. So, and then we got we got John Moxley taking on Bryan Danielson. This is good. This is the first match since their WWE days. This is way back in 2013. Team Hell No versus The Shield. This is a doozy, man. I think I have to go with Bryan Danielson. I don't think Moxley losing on pay-per-view will hurt him. What's the last time he had a pay-per-view match? You know, it's been ages. It's been ages, folks. I don't know what pay-per-view match he had. It's been a long time. I think it was maybe in 20. I think it was against. I think the last pay-per-view match he had was about on pay-per-view, not some on Dynamite or Rampage. I think the last pay-per-view match he had, in my knowledge, think it was at All Out last year against Sasayosho Kiramoja, and he didn't have that pay-per-view match ever since, you know, since All Out. So I think John Moxley losing to Bryan Danielson, I don't think it will hurt him in the long run. You know, he's always an established star. You know, I think Bryan Danielson needs that win because he lost the World Title matches against Hangman Page. You know, I think it was on the Winter Cummings episode of Dynamite and the rematch. So I think it's one or the other. I think Bryan Danielson's going to get the victory over John Moxley. The next match, we got Chris Jericho taking on Eddie Kingston. Boy, this is Eddie Kingston, man. I think he needs to leave AEW, man. I hate to say this. He's a loser. He's an absolute loser. I like Eddie Kingston, man. When he came here, you know, I saw his some bits in the NWA. You know, I watched Power. You know, but Impact Wrestling, he was he does bits, but he was never like an established star in that company. But in the NWA, he was kind of like an established star in the company. And then when the pandemic hits, you know, he went to AEW. He lost a lot of pay-per-view matches in 2020 and 2021. You know, I don't think he lost the World Title match against John Moxley at Full Gear of 2020. I think him and Mox lost the tag team titles to the Young Bucks. I'm guessing it was at Double or Nothing. I think it was last year. I think. And then I think he lost the TNT title match to Miro. That was All Out of last year. And then like the last pay-per-view match he lost was against CM Punk. He's built like a loser, man. I think Jericho losing won't hurt him because he's already an established star. You know, I think he won 3 pay-per-view matches in a row. I don't think, you know, because he came off having that losing streak in pay-per-views in 2020, but like in last year he was feuding with the Inner Circle, was feuding with the Pinnacle. I think him losing won't hurt him. You know, his last pay-per-view match was against check it on Wikipedia. Don't think he had a match on Wikipedia. I don't think he had a. I think it was. Yeah, it was against Men of the Year. Yeah, I'd rather go with Eddie Kingston getting the victory over Chris Jericho because at this moment in time, Jericho was kind of past his best. I think he's time to pull over talent. You know, I gotta realize. I think he's time like pursuing a second AEW World Title reign. I think I think that chance is gone. He might win like a TNT title, but that's not gonna happen. So moving on to the next match. So the next match, this is a ladder match. This is a Face of a Revolution ladder match for a future AEW TNT Championship. Yes, I'm not gonna say it again. I'm stumbling on words. So anyway, so the next match we got a Face of a Revolution ladder match for a future AEW TNT title match. So the competitors in this ladder match, we got Keith Lee, Orange Cassidy, Powerhouse Hobbs, that is Will Hobbs, part of Team Taz, taking on his current, I don't know if they're still together, his fellow Team Taz teammate Ricky Starks. You know, I think he's still the FTW champion. Wardlow represents the Pinnacle, Christian Cage, or Ethan Page. So I'm gonna go with Christian Cage beating this ladder match. So Ethan Page, man, I'm not a big. He's okay. I don't know. That's another topic for another time. I don't want to talk about in this prediction video. Anyway, so I'm gonna go with Keith Lee getting the victory. Orange Cassidy winning the. I don't think he's championship material. Orange Cassidy, yeah, he's popular, but I don't see him being he's not really championship material. Yeah, he was in the world title match against Kenny Omega and Ray. I think it was Ray Phoenix at I think it was at Double or Nothing. But yeah, there's some glimpses, but I'm never gonna see him winning the world title. That's my opinion. But yeah, I don't think Orange Cassidy's gonna win. Same as Hobbs and Ricky Starks. I think like Starks, but I don't think he's unlikely. Wardlow and Hobbs and Lee, they're kind of like the big men in this group. But Christian Cage, maybe. I think Christian Cage, what's he done? You know, yeah, ever since he lost the world title match against Kenny Omega at All Out, you know, he didn't do nothing. Yeah, he was teaming up with the Jungle Express. He competed in that multi-man tag team match at Full Gear, but he's not doing anything ever since. They're teasing that Christian's going to turn heel. I think it's for the best, man. I feel like Christian's mostly in his run in WWE and in TNA, he was a heel. He was good at being the heel, but maybe, I don't know. I think they need to pull that trigger on a heel turn for Christian Cage. So yeah, I predict Keith Lee getting the victory. This is his first pay-per-view match. You know, he debuted weeks ago. You know, I hope he do well, Keith Lee. I think he needs to be doing well. You know, WWE dropped the ball with him. It's funny, like when he was in NXT, he was the North American champion and the NXT champion. And when by the time he got called up to the main roster, they did nothing. Yeah, it has to do with his health problems, play a massive part of his downfall on the main roster. It's just what it is. So let's move on to the next match. So the next match, this is for the AEW Women's Championship. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defending the belt against Thunder Rosa. I think Britt's gonna win. I like Thunder Rosa. Don't get me wrong. It'd be a shock if Thunder win the title on this show. I like Thunder Rosa. You know, my first exposure to her was NWA Power. You know, she was kind of like teaming up with Marty Bell, and then I think she was kind of like a heel. And then by the time she got called up to the main roster, not main roster, got signed to AEW. Sorry, my apologies. She was in the women's title picture. She had a great match with Hikaru Shida. I think it was at Full Gear, not Full Gear. I think it was AEW. Double or Nothing. AEW All Out 2020 had that great match. So, and also they had a match last year, that uncensored Lights Out match. That was cool. That really earns Britt Baker her stripes. You know, that led up to her winning the belt at Double or Nothing of last year. I think Britt's reign is about to come to an end. Not on this show. I think she's likely gonna drop the belt probably in April or at the next AEW pay-per-view, that is Double or Nothing 2022. So I like Thunder Rosa. I think they're going to continue this rivalry. I can see her putting the belt onto Thunder Rosa. I can see some interference by Rebel and Jimmy Hayter. You know, typical I hate Rebel, man. You know, she is super annoying. I don't really, you know, I never like her in TNA. She's just so annoying. I give props to her. You know, she is this comedy character. I get it. But I find her very annoying and cringy sometimes. You know, I like Britt Baker, but... So, it's just what it is. That's my opinions on Rebel. But, yeah, I'll go with Dr. Britt Baker, you know, DMD, retaining the women's title against Thunder Rosa on this show. So, moving on to the dog collar match on this show. So, we got CM Punk taking on MGF. I think Punk lost matches. I think Punk lost 2 matches so far. I think he lost 2 matches in his AEW career so far. You know, I think he was feuding with MGF, and I think the rivalry between MGF and CM Punk is a good rivalry. The build is so good. Boy, this is a floozy, man. I think he lost to. He lost to Wardlow. I think he lost to Wardlow. Yeah, he lost to Ward. And yeah, no, I think he defeated Wardlow. I think it was Wardlow. I don't know. He lost to NGF they had the first match. I think it was on Dynamite. NGF got the victory. I can see the Pinnacle getting interfered. Yeah, I think MGF would probably win this match to go 2-0 up against CM Punk in the rivalry. But I don't think so. I think Punk's gonna get his win back. I think they could probably do they'll probably do a rematch down the road. I think they'll probably have the blow-off match in April, and then I think MGF will probably going to win the world title. There's rumors he's going to win the world title, but I don't know. I think MJF will get the world title. There's rumors like MJF is going to win the world title. I think it's time. You know, MJF is. It's funny that MJF is the same age as me. He's the same age as me. No, he's old. No, I'm older than him. No, 2 years older. Actually, he's nearly. It'll be 2 weeks time. He'll be 26. So yeah, I'm older than him. I thought he was the same age as me because I'm 27. He's now 26. He's born in 96. I'm born in 1994. So anyway, I'll be 28 in this summer. But anyway, so yeah, I see Punk getting the victory. I think they'll probably do the rematch down the road. I can see Punk beating MJF at All Out in Chicago in I think it's September time they're doing that show. So they're probably I don't know. I'm gonna change my prediction that MJF CM Punk beating MJF on the show. I can see MJF winning against CM Punk in the dog collar match on this show, and then later on at All Out, you know, if MJF wins the world title, Punk beats him, you know, Punk has the last laugh. And then speak of the world title, this is likely to be in the main event. Adam Hangman Page. It's a battle of the two Adams. Adam Hangman Page taking on Adam Cole, baby, for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. I think this is a difficult one. So Page just won the title at Full Gear. Yeah, it was in November. We're in March right now, but I'm gonna have to go with. This is a running pick, folks. 80, 90. Well, I'm gonna have to go with Adam Coleman. You know, Adam. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go with Hangman Page. I can see him dropping the belt. I think he's gonna drop the belt at Double or Nothing. You know. I don't think he's dropping it on this show. I don't think so. That was about... He won it in November. December. We're in March right now. So January, February, March, April... No. November, December, January, February, March. So 5 months. So and then May. So basically 6 to 7 months. So I think he'll probably drop it at Double or Nothing to MGF. I think it's going to be MGF. I don't think Adam Cole's going to win it. If it does, you know, what they're going to do? Adam Cole, MJF, heel versus heel. Doesn't work in pro wrestling. You know, yeah, let's move. Yeah, let's wrap this up. So, yeah, I'm gonna predict Hangman Page retaining the world title on the show. So, I'm going to recap to sign off. So, in the buy-ins, yeah, I predict Hawk and Chris Statlander winning the buy-in matches. Then Jade Cargill retaining the TBS title. Sammy Guevara, Sting, and Darby Allin defeating Andrade, Matt Hardy, and Isa Cassidy. The Jungle Express retaining the World Tag Team titles against the Young Bucks and the Red Dragons. Danielson defeating Jon Moxley. Eddie Kingston defeating Chris Jericho. I predict that. Keith Lee win the Face of the Revolution ladder match to get an opportunity to face the TNT champion. That is Sammy Guevara. Britt Baker retaining her women's title against Thunder Rosa. MJF defeating CM Punk in the dog collar match. And Hangman Page retaining the world title against Adam Cole. 2 former members of the Bullet Club, by the way, you know, because Adam Cole was in the Bullet Club. Hangman Page was also in the Bullet Club, so... Anyway, so hope you enjoy my predictions for AEW Revolution 2022. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button, click the like, click the bell, subscribe to the channel, be part of the Central Unit for more wrestling videos and more. And this is the Central Man officially signing out. Check you later.